Welcome to Eco Talks, the podcast where we discover how economics shapes our everyday school life. Today's episode name is Investing in Future. We will explore how the choices we make in our learning and personal growth help us to shape our future. We are joined by a special guest, the Master of Education from Columbia University in New York City and the Chief Executive Officer of Modern Education Complex, Mr. Tural Abbasov. Welcome to our podcast, Mr. Tural.
Thank you very much, Nargis Hanım. It's my pleasure, honor to be part of this great project. And I think this is a great opportunity for us, for our community to express ourselves as well.
The pleasure is ours. When we say investing in the future, what does it mean in the context of school and education? Do you think that the exams are the main factors that shape the students' future life?
Actually, this is a great question. I think investing in the future in the context of educational environments, one of them is the schools, for example, especially in the international and private schools. This concept is interesting because we're seeing that the holistic approach to teaching and learning process is shaping the future of learners and also giving a direction to the schools how they will operate in the future. From that perspective, I think investing in the future of educational entities, it's all about investing on teaching and learning.
How do you think education works as a long-term investment?
Long-term investment. As a long-term investment, I will refer to my first answer here, because when you invest in teaching and learning in general, because if we are talking about the long-term investment, it is about the strategical approach to financing and also to the investment itself. And teaching and learning, it's all about the strategic approach as well. So it covers the different aspects of the schooling. But here, if we are talking about the long-term actions, I can say that, for example, teacher development programs and also student profiles and also alumni profiles and also international accreditations like Council of International Schools, and to be part of all of these processes, it's all about the long-term investment in our framework.
And from your answer, I would like to move on to the next question about what are the examples of our school investing in our students extra than academic success?
Wow, that's a great question. I think this question relates to the first one that you asked.
Yes,
so of course, the school, it's not about the exams and the student achievements like a standardized testing or from that type of approach. In our school, for example, as a part of the teacher cohort, that we chose the Cambridge International Education format, where we apply the Cambridge curricula. In high school, for example, we have a A-level and AS level pathway, where the students can easily go to any international well-known universities. This is one thing. But the second thing, so how we invest in the students, I think it's all about the competences. For example, we have and the skills under that competences, because we believe that when you have a skills, it will affect your attitudes and it will create the values that you have, which will drive the competence. For example, you will become a critical thinker, and also you will have a good communication skills, which in a long term will take you to that destination as a student where you want to be after 10 years.
Does it relate to somehow creating a room to invest in the leadership opportunities for them to gain some success in the future? Do we plan?
Of course, for example, we have as a sample toward the students, that All the international schools have the NUM format, and also the STG formats where they have debates, where they can how to be in a role of a different kind.
Position.
For example, position. They can be a finance person. They can be a negotiator, which will affect from nowadays how they will shape their leadership model in the future. But beyond that, for example, we have another leadership program in our school as well, where it's related to, for example, the digital literacy and another competencies that school can give to one student, and they can develop it in the future.
Mr. Tural, what advice would you give us to teachers to show the students to look at the effort and the time as an investment, not just as a task?
Here I want to refer to the science of learning, because you know that now the metacognitive approach to the teaching and learning process is getting more and more popular. For example, I have some books which I am reading every day in order to understand what's going on, and in easy way how to express what's the metacognition. It is thinking about the thinking. I think this notion covers what you mentioned, that it's about the choices and choices will lead your future. And when you start to think about the things that you gonna to think or you experienced in the classrooms with your family, in your community, it will shape in general, of course, your decisions now and the decisions future. So my advice to the teachers to delve into that, let's say the methodology, and to use that methods, and it is online. You can just Google it and you can find it interesting methods. And by the way, one thing that there is not rocket science there. It works very easy. For example, repeat what you learn. So go back to your learnings, schedule it. So it's all about the investments.
What makes an investment to be smart investment?
Oh, that's a great question. So as I mentioned, so for example, in the case of the students, to be part of an international school or private school, or doesn't matter, public school, it means that, for example, when you are in the high school, you have to think about your plans for now, and it's also investment. For example, where you are going. So what's your screen time?
Does diversification
exactly. So for example, how many time you spend on online things I mean going for, I don't know, digital or social networks and media. It's a screen time, and later to think about the algorithm where you can find, for example, I spent my time 4 hours scrolling down, but what it gives to me. So and this is the investment, because if you will calculate it's your lifespan. So it is, you have, for example, if you will live 60 years, you will have 60 new years. And for example, in 10 years, you will spend 10 new years. And it is not a big number. But when you go deeper, go down, and you think that 4 hours, it's nothing to spend on scrolling down and up, but it makes sense. And it's an investment. And also the same thing with the teachers. So I know that being a teacher, it's hard, but you can play with your time in a different way and think that this is an investment. For example, you can take online courses, and MTK also providing, for example, through different learning platforms. You can set the targets, learn there, but by learning that, also we are providing the platform. It's your classroom where you can apply it easily and share with your friends and cohort and peers.
As far as I understand, jungling with the limited time in a best suitable way.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tural. That was amazing.
Good luck to your project.
Yes, I hope our students will take a lot from enough key points that need to be taken from your speech. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Bye.
When a school invests wisely in people, ideas, and values, it doesn't just educate students, it builds a stronger, more sustainable future.
Halima, What does risk in investment mean to you?
Risk in investment means to me is when you put money into wrong decisions and don't earn any money at the end.
What do you think investment is?
Investment is a relationship between risk and reward. For example, when I have 10,000 and I invest it to a successful idea and get more in return.
Do you think inflation might impact on investment?
Yes, inflation is the increase in the general level prices. Therefore, the product prices are increased, which decreases the demand for it, therefore decreasing the incentive for the firms to invest.
What are you working on now that you believe is an investment in your future?
So I'm trying to improve my German because it will be useful in my future if I want to study there. So I'm trying to improve my German.
Do you think learning skills like teamwork, leadership, or creativity is as important as studying school subjects?
Yes, I think it's very important because these skills helps in life like math or history, and it makes you learn how to communicate or work with people.
If you had to choose one area to invest your time in, academics, sports, or arts, what would it be and why?
I would choose an academics because I want to build a strong future. Education gives me knowledge and many opportunities in life.